Hello everyone, it's Patty and Charlie. We're here. We're going to do a little video, just a little chat. Someone asked, I don't remember her name, but asked to see how my garden was doing. So I thought, well, heck, I'll come out here, show you how stuff's doing. My rosemary is really growing. And I got basil over here. And my fern, I put it out here because it's supposed to rain tonight. It's getting big. I also have this lemon tree, and that's growing big. Let's see. I'm going in the garden. So, my husband chopped all these down for me, and now they have overtaken the garden. And these morning glories, these things right there, they keep taking over in my trees. So I'm going to have a ton of raspberries. But I don't know if you can see, but we have a lot of peaches coming on these peach trees. And I'm going to have a ton of grapes again. But holy smokes, look how big my garden's getting. Yeah, my peppers are growing, cabbage, more pickles over there, tomatoes, pickles over here. Look at all the potatoes. They're getting big, right? And my squash, it's getting big. I have a ton of mint over there. But yeah, look at them tomatoes, you guys. So that's my garden update. I wanted to come on and say hi to everybody. I miss everybody. And so I thought, well, what the heck? I'll do a little garden update. My name's Patty, and I like to discuss missing children cases. I started with Summer Wells, and it's really sad that she's been gone for 3 years. No sign of her, nothing. And her parents gave some kind of crazy story. I don't believe it. They say that they think she was abducted. Then they say she was lured. And all this, but I really don't believe it. You know, you guys would be surprised how often I have been fooled. Like, I was even watching, look at my roses. Oh, they're coming. Different ones bloom at different times, you know what I mean? It's not all at once. So, but yeah. But, I was watching this this bad serial killer, whatever he was. But I did not, at first, I totally believed him, you guys. I'm sitting here saying, nope, he didn't do it. He didn't have nothing to do. Oh, I know what it was. It was a little girl that went missing, and he abducted her and unalived her, and it was really sad. But the thing is, I did not believe it. He had me convinced. He sounded so sad. He sounded so convincing that, he was innocent. And I just cannot believe that I sat there and I believed him. And it really bothers me. So you might think, well, you might feel sorry for Don or Candace and think, well, they can't, they must be telling the truth. Well, they're not. I don't believe that. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. But I don't believe it. But yeah, all I'm saying is people can lie so well. And I never really realized that in my life until I started watching some of these things. And I'm like, wow, So I'm just going to sit over here in front of my little fireplace by my rug. Yeah, I didn't put my hose away. But yeah, you guys, you don't know how bad someone can lie and lie straight face. It's ridiculous. And anyways, I wanted to say a few things. Like, I seen some of the footage of the thing they did, the Memorial Day or whatever for Summer Wells Day, and I thought they did a beautiful job. I loved those shirts. I would love to have one of those shirts, but I don't know how you get one, but I love those shirts with Summer Wells on them. I also, I just think that it was awesome that they brought a lot of awareness to missing child cases. So whoever put that together, good job. Also, you know, Don and Candace, I don't know what to say about those two. Don and Candace are looking crazy. Don's hair is so long. I don't know what he's trying to be, hippie love child. I don't know if that's the way Tim loves it. I don't know, but, or maybe he's trying to be like Jesus, right? And have long hair. But, he just looks crazy like that. I don't understand why he doesn't realize how goofy he looks like that. But, you know, I think sometimes now, like they never wanted to do nothing before, but I think now sometimes they want to be involved in some stuff only because they're getting attention and money from others and help. They're getting attention, not Summer. They are getting attention. And they like that. They like that. Because, you know, there's usually sometimes free food involved and money and gifts from other people, right? And the grift is real is all I can say. But I do believe that's what all it is. I don't believe that maybe they care that Summer's gone, but they know what happened to her. And I truly believe that that he came up there about 3:30. Either Candace already, I truly believe that Don came up there about 3:30 because remember Jen, she said, well, she showed Candace, and I was in that live when Jen showed Candace. She texted her, showed the text. Sorry about that. That was stating that Don was home that day at about 3:30. And so here's the thing. That is the time that Summer went missing. Don't you find that interesting? That is the exact time that Summer goes missing. I mean, Candace tries to tell us that at first people were wondering, well, what was she doing all this other part of the day? You know, when she got back from swimming, they planted flowers, but what else did they do? So then, just like Chris McDonough said, Candace and Don have created the narrative as they go. So, like, they just keep adding to the narrative. So Candace comes up with, oh, well, I did laundry. And that took me an hour. Oh, crap. And she did all these other things. I'm sorry, I just don't believe her, not for a minute. And I think Candace and Don are about the biggest liars I've ever seen in my life. These are just my personal opinions. They're my opinions. But I really do believe they're like the biggest liars that ever was. And I think they've been lying through their teeth this whole time. I do believe they'll get caught one day. I do believe Summer's remains will be found, unfortunately. It's my personal opinion that Don was home at 3:30. That's when Summer went missing, 3:30. That he took her out of there. And he gave her to someone. He gave her to some guy, just like he said. She's long gone by now. She's probably in some effing motel room effing some mother effer for a little bit of crack cocaine, he said. Trigger warning, but that's what he said about his own daughter. And he said she's probably, dead. He said all these terrible things. He said he would see her in the resurrection. And I truly believe that he gave her off to some kind of person for a trade-off for money. I really do. And, of course, everybody's innocent until proven guilty, and I can't say anything, really. I mean, I don't know. I'll walk back here. We'll go by the back here. This is our wood pile. This is what we heat with most of the time. I mean, we have a furnace. And this is where my hubby works, back there at his shed. Well, he don't work. He does yard work stuff. You know what I mean? He's retired. But, no. I believe that Don came up the back way. That, the back of the driveway. He came up by the school bus. He came up past all them cars and parked there. Or just took her right out of the house. But I truly believe he was home. I believe Don took her somewhere, and Summer is no longer with us. Because, something like that is just horrible. Look at all my plums. I don't know if you could see them all. Yeah. So, it makes me really sad. There's Charlie. There's my baby. Yeah. It makes me sad. I don't know when we'll get answers, but I do believe we'll get answers someday. Like I said, the TBI only has as much information as they can get. They got all the digital evidence that they believe. Don said, and Candace said, they searched that house like 10 times. And they've had a lot of people on that property, but, I do know that they're very upset about anybody searching that property. And they have been ever since. I mean, they don't want nobody there. And so I believe that Summer could be there. I really do. And, these are, like I said, just my opinions. Look at Charlie. He's so cute, isn't he? I just love my little boy. He's a stinker, though. He really is. But, yeah, I think Don and Candace have been lying since day one. And I think it's all going to come out one of these days. I wanted to, excuse me. I wanted to say a couple things about Sebastian Rogers' case. I have a theory about what happened to him. And I believe, and this is allegedly, these are just my opinions. It's not proof of anything. But I truly believe that after Sebastian got home, there was some kind of problem. And that one of the parents, or both of the parents, disciplined Sebastian, and were fighting with him, and I believe he ran off. I believe he went to the retainer pond, and that Chris and Katie came after him. And that's why Sebastian's scent was in. Even the searcher said that on the dispatch call, the police said that they picked up a scent. And they picked up a footprint there it looked like he was running. That's what they said. It looked like he was running towards the retainer's pond. And they said that it looked like his foot dug into the ground, into the sand. And the neighbor said that the dog, she was watching the dogs, and all the neighbors were, and they seen that the dog actually jumped into the retainer pond. And they drained the retainer pond. And they didn't drain it just for no reason. I mean, I heard that they picked up a scent, and I know others are trying to say that there was no scent, but I do believe there was a scent outside, but I don't believe it's because of anything else. But anyways, I don't know. You know, I truly believe that that Sebastian ran to that retainer pond, went to the retainer pond, and Chris and Katie drug him back, and that they wailed on him, and that's why they have that ruckus video. And I believe that he was taken out of there in the garage, by vehicle, and he was put somewhere or handed off to someone. I don't know. But I don't believe he's with us anymore either. And I hate to say it, and it's sad to say. I mean, I'd love to see Sebastian come back, okay. But, you know, I don't know. I'd love to see Summer come back and be all right, you know. My neighbors are making noises to mess with my dog on purpose, to get him to bark. I'm sorry. But look at those big morning glories, yeah? And they're all over my yard now. I only planted them one time, and it's like they spread everywhere. I mean, look at that. They're all up on everything that I own. They climbed this fence here. Look at all that. So yeah, those are a different kind of hydrangeas, and they're really pretty. But yeah, and then, you know, I don't know why. I don't understand why there's no reward for Sebastian Rogers. Like, why wouldn't the family put out a reward for him? Why isn't the family really doing anything for Sebastian? And they remind me so much of Summer Wells, I'm not kidding you. They remind me so much of Don and Candace. Not doing nothing. And always on the defense about what other people think about them or saying about them. And I wish Seth would take some advice. I'm glad, hopefully these are good PIs, but I thought he had good PIs before. And I wish that he would just stay with a good PI or a couple of them, whatever, but that he would also get an attorney. Because child abuse happened in that house. And his son is missing. Seth needs to get an attorney. Doesn't he realize that the attorney can get all kinds of stuff that he could not get? I mean, the attorney can get access to a lot of things. And if they don't find Sebastian after so long, he might be able to do wrongful death or wrongful something for all this time of Sebastian being missing, and they were the last ones to have him. So it was in Chris's house, and I don't believe that she was alone. I believe that Chris was there. I believe that Chris came in the middle of the night, at night, or even at 9, 10 o'clock. And that's when it all went down. Maybe when she heard the thump, right? So maybe that's when he came home. And it's really strange that Katie don't even want to talk about this, you know. She don't want to talk about it. She don't really want to come out and say anything. Yes, that's a thing my dog chewed up. Hey, I can't believe him sometimes. I do have a couple hydrangeas here. I'm trying to get the spinach and lettuce to grow. I mean, it's growing, but not very big. Another hydrangea. And I'm waiting for all my blueberries to... These are my blueberry bushes, so someday I'll have them. I planted this black cherry tree, and it has never gotten anything on it. And it even flowers and everything, but I believe she told me that it has to have a mate. Needs cross-pollination. So yeah, I'm going to have to get another one if I want black cherries. So, yeah. But yeah, I thought it was a nice day to come out my garden and talk to you. I don't know what else I wanted to say about Sebastian. I just do believe that that's what happened to Sebastian, that they took him out of there through the garage. She or Chris, one of them took him for a ride out of there. And, you know, when you seen the flashlights, I believe that's because they were hitting him and he ran to the retainer pond and they went looking for him, and that's why you see them flashlights. And then you see that ruckus video. I think that, like I said, that they caught him at the retention pond and brought him back. And he really got in trouble then. You know, we'll see if my theories come out to be true. We'll see. Maybe they won't. You know, I don't care. You know, it's just what I think. It's just what I feel. Nothing else, you know. But I don't know if anybody's following the Micah Miller case. I'm sure some of you are. They're trying to say that she unalived herself. And, I mean, she said that on the phone, but I do believe that someone was forcing her hand to do that, and forcing her to do that with her own gun. I believe her father, because she had a discussion with her father like the day before, or a couple days before that she needed to get a firearm for protection. She was worried about JP and about him doing something. And so she, this is just what I heard. These are only my opinions. Everyone's innocent until proven guilty. So, allegedly, this is what I believe. These are just my opinions and nothing more. But I believe that she went and picked up that gun because now he sent her email telling her that they could meet or whatever with the divorce, get it over with. And I believe that's what happened. And I do believe she was being stalked. And I believe that they followed her and somebody helped him. But I do believe that she ended up in the place she was by boat. I believe somebody took her in that water by boat. Little canoe, little fishing boat, whatever. You know, you can hear at that landing, I believe that she met them at that landing, that boat landing, or at the lawyer's house, that JP told her to meet them, and that's why she had the money, and that's why she had the gun. You notice she didn't pay for the gun with her cash. And I heard that she had $2,500. Well, and then I heard that but I do believe that's what happened, that money was for the attorney. And I believe that she was taken by boat and she was held and told to stay. You can hear in the extended call, if you look it up, she said, somebody said, it sounded just like the fisherman's voice, said, hold her arm, and she was screaming, help, help me. And then he said, get ready, get set. And so I really do believe that someone forced this on her. And they held her hand and they made her do this. And that JP has been gaslighting her all this time to make her look crazy, so that if he ever wanted to leave her, he would have all these things like putting her in the mental institution. That's why. If you ever watch the movie, I believe it's called Gaslighting or Gaslight. In any ways, it really is about a man who makes his wife think she's crazy. And you should watch it because it's very informative and explains kind of gaslighting to you through the movie. And that's what I've seen a lot of domestic abuse situations. I told you that I was in a relationship where I was abused and I had children by him, but I've seen a lot of situations where that's what they do. If they want custody of the kids, or they don't want you to take money, or if you accuse them of hurting you or being weird or perverted, that's what they'll do. They'll tell you, oh, she's been crazy. I put her in the mental institution because she was off her rocker and she wasn't taking her medicine. Well, I don't even know if Micah was prescribed any medicine, because it sounds to me like JP was the one on lithium. It sounds to me like he's the suicidal one and he's the crazed one. I heard his message. I heard it. They had it on News Nation. Not News Nation, but Ashley Banfield. Yeah, or whatever. And they showed a video of him preaching and saying that he was suicidal, that he had demons, just all kinds of stuff, you guys. And so you see what I'm saying, and it's projection. But really, he has been gaslighting her this whole time so that when she wanted to leave, she could never really leave. Because then he thought nobody will believe Micah because Micah's crazy. And Micah, has mental problems. That's what JP was trying to accomplish here. Well, the problem is he didn't think anybody would question this. And he's in for a big surprise because the whole YouTube world wants to know what happened to Micah, and they don't believe this story. And I heard that JP's out trying to sue everybody. Well, for one, you can't really sue people for freedom of speech. It's a constitutional right, and nobody's accusing you of anything. They have an opinion. I have an opinion. And the thing that JP would subject himself to, if he actually goes through any kind of lawsuit, all those people, whoever he wants to sue, get to question him about this crime in court. He is subject to being subpoenaed himself and having to disclose information that he might not want to. He opens himself up to that. And people can question him and they can get into his business. And he might not like that. But I don't think we're going to have to worry too much, you guys, because I do believe that the FBI has the goods on him and his little friend, that lady friend. I believe that they got the goods on him. They got the goods on what's going on in the church financially, and I think there's going to be big trouble up ahead for JP. That's just my little prediction, my little thoughts. They don't mean anything. I don't have a big following. I don't have that many followers. But the ones I do have, I appreciate all of you and love you for being here. And sticking close to Summer Wells. You guys are my group for Summer Wells. And I love that. I love all of you and your comments. Thank you. Anybody who's subscribed to me, thank you. But yeah, I do believe that, you know, that Sebastian's mom and stepdad are probably responsible. I can't say for definite because, like I said, everyone's innocent until proven guilty. But I do believe that they act very suspicious. And why don't people want to talk about their children? You know, I'd be on every channel crying out. Not just going on there and saying, hi, you know, I'm Patty. I'm out here talking about my missing kid. Not that. I'm talking about crying out and saying, can you please help me? Dear God, somebody help me out here. My child is missing, and I don't know what to do, and I can't find my child. Could you please, anybody, if you have any clues, but you know what? They don't want to do that, because I truly believe they already know what happened to their child. And unfortunately, it's happening a lot. People reporting their loved ones missing, and they're lying. But, you know, we'll see when this all comes out. Like I say, I don't have no proof of anything, and everybody's innocent until proven guilty. But I've been watching these long enough to know when I see liars, when I see them, and when I hear them. You know? And how can you not see the suspicious things, okay? Like I said, not caring about searching, not wanting to go talk to the media, you know? There's a lot of daisies over there. Whole field thing of white daisies. But yeah, you'd want to, so that's very suspicious to me. For Candace and Don, I'd want anybody to search my yard, search my property, go out there searching for my child. I'd be bugging everybody around. But they're not. So, anyways, that's just my opinion on these cases. I don't know. You know, of course I don't know. None of us know. None of us really know what happened. I mean, Summerwell's aunt is still missing. Rose Bly. She's been missing for years. And I'd hate to think that this case is going to go that long. But it could. You know? I don't know if you can see me, but I'm crazy. Anyways, I don't know if you see my face in that, but I look crazy. But I don't have no makeup on or nothing. Otherwise, I just show you me. But I'm looking ragged today, and my hair is really crazy. And I love this light. It's a solar light, and it turns like this really pretty pink color, purple, when it comes on. It's really cool. But yeah. I made this. You can make one of these. See this? Out of tin cans. And I painted the flowers and I ran the rope through. Put some beads, you know, to stop it. It's really dirty now and it's getting older, but I mean, I made it and it's cute. You know it is. You know, Like, I have nothing against Bullhorn Betty. I enjoy watching her sometimes because she cracks me up. But, you know, I don't know. She's been everywhere and on all these cases, but her prelude to her videos cracks me up. But she cracks me up, really does. I get a good laugh out of her, but you gotta admit that she is, you're not supposed to have that. She is going out there with a passion, trying to get answers in these cases, so you gotta give her that, okay? And the same with JLR. He's out there with a passion, trying to get answers, and some people don't like him, you know? They don't like him. They think he's a stalker type of person, but, you know, really, he's not trying to be like a stalker to anybody, but he will come right up and talk to you or come to people's houses. Yes, he does go live sometimes, a lot of times, but he's not doing it with the intent to harm. He's just trying to bring answers, just like a lot of people are, even though I can't go live, man. I can't go to people's houses and say stuff to them, so. But yeah, the Mystery Project is a name of a channel that I just love. That guy is hilarious to me, and he does commentary on Micah Miller's case, and that's a great channel. Also, you know what channel I like too? It's called Murder She Shed. And this lady goes out in her she shed, which I think is a great idea. But mine's kind of a wreck right now. I got 2 beds in there. I got to put one away. But she's out in her she shed talking about different murder crimes and different things that happen to people. And I really love her channel. She's pretty cute. And she's got a great channel. I mean, great commentary. She tells the story, and I appreciate that about her. But yeah, I'm sure there's drama going on. I have tried to stay away from it because I don't want to be in it. No, I don't want to. And I'm not going to try to sit and make any comments or fight with anybody because I'm not into that. We need to find these missing kids. And the only way that I can do that is by bringing awareness and talking about them. Summer Moon Utah Wells is missing out of Rogersville, Tennessee. She was only 5 years old when she went missing, and she's been missing for 3 years. If you have any information about Summer Wells and you know anything, please call. Please call. Even if you think it's insignificant, call 1-800-TBI-FIND. And Sebastian Rogers, he's missing out of Hendersonville, Tennessee. And he's 15. And he disappeared without a trace. He's been gone for about, 4 months now, 4 or 5 months now. And no sign of him. And if you have any information to where Sebastian Rogers might be, could you call 1-800-TBI-FIND, even if you think it's just a small clue or a small tip. And I just wanted to come on and give a few updates there on different cases I'm following. I'm following Micah Miller's case. I'm following Sebastian Rogers' case and Summer Wells' case right now. And I really have been getting into the Micah Miller's case. But I'm not going to give up talking about Summer Wells. I mean, I probably bore people, with my Summer Wells, my little chats here and talking, but Hey, I've seen people with worse videos, let me tell you. Hollering, screaming, yelling at others on their YouTube channel, going in and out, acting crazy. So, it can't be that bad, my channel. So, but I'm really grateful for the people I do have. Because YouTube is crazy. Do you know that? It really is. And I'm sorry to, like, the parents of Don and, like to Don and Candace and Chris and Katie and JP, but if you put, if the information goes out to the public on YouTube, you're going to have all kinds of responses and opinions. And there's nothing much you can do about it. Because, like I said, everybody has a right to an opinion. Now, you can do something about bullying or harassing and stuff like that. But just talking about a case is not bullying. So, just so you know. But anyways, you guys, I'm not going to stay on here. I'm going to go watch a movie with my hubby. I love you guys. I'm thinking about you as usual. I really was missing you. And I had to come on and do a little video. Even if it don't get no views, I'm happy to be here. So anyways, you guys, I hope you have a good night. God bless you. Keep praying for these kids. Also, Michael Vaughn is missing out of Fruitland, Idaho. And he's a sweet little boy. He was 5 years old. He went missing 3 years ago in July. And he has not been found. If you have any information, please call the Fruitland Police Department, Sheriff's Department, Idaho. All right, you guys, I love you. I'm thinking about you. I hope that you have a good weekend. Don't get in any trouble. God bless you. Good night.